Thank you. Are you ready? Are you ready for the future? Are you ready for MegaTrends? What are MegaTrends worldwide? How is our world changing? There's all kinds of things that are impacting our lives. Work from home. 2 years ago, COVID hit, changed everything. Many of us, most of us, 90%, we couldn't go to work anymore, so we ended up working from home. Personally, I've been working from home 25 years. Not a big deal. But this has changed so many people's lives. And slowly, as the COVID pandemic wanes down, people are starting to go back to work. But many of us are never going back. And there's a lot of corporations and companies worldwide that are recognizing this. This new work from home movement is changing a lot. Let's talk about work-life balance. Let me tell you, a few years ago, no one's ever even heard about work-life balance. Our lives were all about the work we did, but now things are evolving. People's awareness is changing. We're waking up to maybe our lives are more important than just what we do at work. That maybe our families, our children, our people that we hang out with, our friends, they're more important than work. Work-life balance. This is another big megatrend. Climate change. Need I even discuss it? Look at this summer. Look at San Diego the last month. We had a hurricane. We had incredible heat. We've got droughts. We got too much rain. When the whole point of climate change, with heating in the environment, is more heat, more energy is in our atmosphere. And that energy has to go somewhere, which means bigger, more frequent storms, more extremes. Autonomy. I got to talk about autonomy already, but it's getting bigger and it's getting to everything, into cars, vehicles, robo-taxis, in industry. There's machines that pick the things off warehouses and pack them into Amazon trucks. Artificial intelligence and the MetaVerse. What the heck is the MetaVerse? But it's coming. This is an alternate reality for us to be living. And let me have a drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Come on, everybody. Electrification. The electrification megatrend. It's here. Are you ready for electrification? This is where we're substituting fossil fuels with electric power, electric energy. This could be anywhere from solar panels on your house to solar panels underneath your feet in your driveway. Lots of farms are getting electrified, where they're learning actually growing electricity along with their plants. And a lot of plants get burned from too much sun. So this is like the perfect compromise. Provide shades for some of the vegetables, at the same time harvesting energy. And here you have solar cells floating on the ocean, another big opportunity. And then there's tidal turbines. As you know, the tides come in and out every day, twice a day. That's a lot of energy, and that can be harnessed to replace fossil fuel energies. And of course, we have other ways. We have windmill power. The windmills can be in the middle of deserts. They could be in the oceans. Right now, there's two big projects off the coast of California where we're building windmill plants like 15 miles off the coast with a long cable that goes back to feed the city's power. Electrification, it's here. So what is driving electrification? Well, global warming, climate change, the realization that we as human beings burning fossil fuel, carbon dioxide, too much methane, we're destroying our planet. Temperature change is increasing, more energy, more droughts, more problems. Let's talk about some of the water shortage problems and drought. Here in San Diego, we're sort of smart. We got lucky. We have a desalination plant. It's expensive, but it works. I think 10-15% of all the water we're getting is from that plant. Unlike other cities in the Southwest who are dependent on the river system and rain, San Diego is sort of independent. We have our own water supply there from the desalination plant. And these kind of plants are ubiquitous across the world. Another interesting one is water harvesting. You get this little machine here, and if you put it out in the middle of the desert, and there's humidity in the water. No matter, even the desert needs humidity and water in the air. And you surround these machines with solar cells and solar panels to power them, and they suck the air in, and then they blow the air out without the water. So the only thing it puts out is water and air. It's like, it's ultimate. Soon, you know, I say within 20, 30 years, we're going to see this all over the big deserts of the world. Saudi's already moving into that direction. They recognize that fossil fuel is not the answer. Solar is the answer. And then this is how you can get water from there. Another issue, economics. Look what's happening in Europe right now, the war in Ukraine, and how Russia is trying to use the power of their gas and oil supplies to control what's happening in Europe. By becoming energy independent through electrification will help us solve that problem and keep it from impacting our lives. California, we're in the lead. We're moving away from fossil fuels. I don't know if how many of you know this, raise your hand. But in new construction, you're not allowed to have gas, no more natural gas. So future homes, they're not going to have gas-powered stoves. Personally, I like cooking with gas, but I'll learn how to cook on electricity. No more gas-powered. Washing machines or dryers, water heaters, it's all going to electricity. No more fossil fuel vehicles. By 2035 in California, it'll be illegal to sell gas-powered vehicles. And soon, as you'll notice, EV chargers are going to be everywhere. They're springing up everywhere now, but there's going to be a lot more of them. Why? Why are there going to be more more EV chargers? Biden's group put together a $7.5 billion fund for EV charging, which is going to be putting EV chargers along 33,000 miles of inter-country highways. Because right now, the biggest problem, raise your hand, the biggest problem is it's range anxiety. Am I going to get enough power? We need more EV chargers. A lot of different companies are going independent here, and they're developing their own EV charging systems. EV cars are becoming much more popular. You know, ranging in price from these tiny little cars that they're selling in China for under $4,000, also in India. The new GM Equinox is the SUV, under 30,000 miles, under $30,000, 250 miles range. And countries all over the world are getting into this. Here's this new VinFast car from Vietnam, because this is the one I'm going to be getting. I'm going to Vietnam next week to go look at it and drive it and test drive it and see the factory. Oh boy. Coincidentally, my mechanic here in San Diego is Vietnamese. And I was talking to him and said, when I get my new car, are you going to be able to fix it? He says, fix it. There's no maintenance on electric vehicles. There's no engine. There's no transmission. All you got to do is change the wipers and the tires once in a while. So fun. So much for Tron. So what can you do? What can you do to help protect our environment? Don't waste electricity. Put solar panels on your house. How many people have solar panels already? I put solar panels on my home about 3 years ago. And this summer, which has been really hot, I've been running the air conditioner all day, all night, all summer. And you know, I got my bill from SDG&E yesterday for electricity, and they owe me 22 cents. So this is great. I can run my power, keep my house cool, and it's not costing me anything. Update your appliances and insulation. The newest generation of appliances use electricity much more efficiently than the old ones do. And get an electric car. Plug-ins and hybrids. Yeah, there's new tax deductions and new kinds of rebates you get for getting an electric car. Check it out. I'm going to get like $10,000 back when I buy my electric car. So what can you do? What's the most important thing you can do? Vote. That's right, vote. Vote for people that support the threat of, who recognize the threat of global warming and climate change, who's real, and are actually willing to do something about it. So what is right with America? The ability to vote. So vote often, vote now, vote when it's in November. Back to you, Renee.